The AFC Asian Cup is here. And guys, look, I sort of had a hiatus from football over the years. And if you don't know me, I used to be a football content creator slash journalist who would cover Asian football competitions in the region. I went on TV a couple of times. I, traveled to different places and worked at the FIFA World Cup. But I've sort of had this dying excitement for football, right? Like every year, I felt like I don't know, the game was moving too far away from me. I didn't like the direction that it was going in. But for the first time in many years, I haven't felt this amount of adrenaline. And I worked at the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. I watched the final, I watched all of that stuff. But I'm here just watching the Asian Cup on my laptop. I'm not even in Qatar right now. I'm supposed to go later this week. And I'm just so excited. I'm watching every single game. Tajikistan, China, Qatar, Lebanon, Uzbekistan, Syria right now. It's 0-0. And I just want to say, if you're watching this and you're an Asian football fan, welcome, man. Let's share the love we have for this tournament together. And if you're not an Asian football fan, look, I understand, if you're not from any of the Asian countries, you might find why would I watch a tournament where I'm not really interested in the football or in the players, And the Asian Cup of Nations, for those of you who don't know, is a football tournament where 24 of the best nations from Asia come together across groups, and they go to knockout stages and they try to find out who's the winner. And I just want to talk about it from a perspective that European football fans don't understand, because now any European football content creator who's let's say Iraqi or Lebanese or Jordanian, and they start tweeting about the Asian Cup, or they start writing or doing some stuff, these Euro football fans go I don't care about the Asian Cup, stop talking about that shit, I'm gonna unfollow you or I'm gonna block you. And man, this is what I mean when people tell me they criticize the Saudi League because of the money and whatever. Well, why don't you watch the Asian Cup, which has nothing to do with money, which has to do with teams from all around the continent. Like Palestine, they're going to be at the Asian Cup despite the issues that they're facing and so many of their players and coaches dying. Where is your love for football and purity and passion and trueness? That's my point. You don't hate the Saudi League because of money. Because if you did hate the Saudi League because of money, you would at least support other leagues in Asia that aren't based on money. But you hate anything that is not about European football. I don't want to go into a tirade of European football fans. It doesn't need to go into that. We're happy. We're talking about Asia. We're talking about the Asian Cup, and this is a celebration of the biggest continent in the world and the differences we have in distance and cultures and religions and how we all come together for this tournament. This is literally the only thing I can think of in all of Asia, even bigger than the Asian Games, that fans come together to watch their country. Players just come together from all these different clubs around the world. Like for Syria, they've got players from Venezuela, Germany, Australia, all coming to play for a national team where the league is barely functioning professionally and the country isn't doing too well. But football, specifically this Asian Cup, it brings people together. Palestine, look at what it's going through, and it is going to play at an international tournament tomorrow. They have their match with the UAE. Lebanon, my country, they're not going through a great situation right now, not financially, not politically, not economically. I said financially, economically, not spiritually, not in any sense. But here at the Asian Cup, Lebanon can perform, and that's their medium, right? All these Lebanese fans coming together yesterday at Lusail Stadium where more than 82,000 people watched. That was one of the biggest things that brought Lebanese people together, and it was football. And that's why a lot of people who don't like football don't understand this. And I'm someone who, I stopped being a person who specifically focuses just so deeply onto football, right? Now I do football, but I also do music, I also do education, I read about geopolitics, I read about history. And for me, I'm not as interested in the deep details of football as I used to be before. And for a lot of people, right, for football fans, they're like, okay, so you're not a true football fan because, you've you need to be like a football crazy fan watching matches every single day and everything. But I only do that for big tournaments now. And then I watch a game or two every week for the teams that I like, and obviously the Saudi League. And then the non-football fans, they don't understand anything in a football context, especially if it's not the World Cup. And so even if you want to tell them stories about football, they sort of see it as you're talking about a sport. But I'm not talking about a sport. Football is not just a sport. Football is a way of life for people. Football is the only thing, just looking at all these Syrians coming together, all these Uzbekistani fans coming together at one stadium. this is like time where we as Asians, and I don't mean Asians in the sense of what people call East Asia as Asians. I mean Asians as the whole continent of Asia, which includes Arabs, which includes South Asians, which includes Central Asians. This is a time for us to actually enjoy, not fight. Be there for one another, enjoy it together, learn about each other's cultures. Like, if countries are rivaling politically, if countries are rivaling religiously, if countries have hatred for each other, the Asian Cup is the place where they can bring it together. And look, it's not a perfect competition, and football in Asia is not perfect. I don't want to say like, yeah, we've got the perfect football, we've got football better than Europe. And no, I'm kidding. Asian football is better than European football. For me, man, what are you going to do about it, right? You're going to tell me what's right? I'm telling you, man, the Premier League ain't got shit on the Asian Cup. The Euros ain't got shit on the Asian Cup. Fight me. But, yeah, man, I'm just excited, and I want to share my excitement for the Asian Cup with someone. I'm trying to find people who enjoy the Asian Cup. But yeah, look, if you are an Asian football fan, put it down below. What is your country? Or if you're not from Asia, why are you watching the Asian Cup? I'm interested to know. Like, I just want to know. Like, share with us your love, man. Share with us your story. This is all about the fucking story. This is about passion. This account, is it about football? I don't know. Is it about history? I don't know. Is it about my lifestyle? I don't know. Is it about education? I don't fucking know. But all I know is we need to just chill the fuck out and stop trying to force things. Sometimes you just gotta live with the way the wave is taking you. Sometimes if you force it too much against the wave is gonna fucking drown you in it. You know, like, you know, sometimes you go like, oh, you know, it's a big wave, I'm gonna try and do something, and then you just get all the water in your nose. Sometimes that's what it's like, my friend. Sometimes that's what it's just fucking like. That's what it's like. Asian Cup 2023. I can't wait to go to the tournament and watch the games. Hopefully I'll catch Lebanon against China. That's gonna be good. Because we did pretty poorly against Qatar, but I think we're gonna finish bottom of the group. To be honest, Tajikistan looked amazing against China. They got an important point. That's an important point. So, but if we manage to beat Tajikistan, that's great for us because they have 1 point and they'll lose to Qatar. So, but I don't think they'll lose to Qatar. So we could finish in third if we beat Tajikistan because it's their debut. You think, oh, easy team, but I don't think they're that easy of a team. Meanwhile, China, I mean, if you think about it this way, imagine Qatar draws with China. Nah, that means we'd have to beat China and Tajikistan. Yeah, ain't happening. No, but wait. Imagine Lebanon draws with China and beats Tajikistan, that's 4 points. Possible. China draws with Qatar. That means they have 3 points because they've drawn 3 times. Ooh, and then Tajikistan lose to Qatar, lose to us. They got 1 point. Lebanon to qualify as second place. I don't know. I think until now, from India, Syria, Tajikistan, and Lebanon, like all the 4 underdogs in their games, I think Lebanon was by far the worst.